morning viewers. Sob manuke good morning Nagaland te swagat kori ase. Moila naam Gargi deka.
It was so good, Gargi. Finally, tayo nakamismang bala ko parishe. So good morning viewers. Mula naman si Rovi Lamar abnan ke Good Morning Nagaland episode te swagat kori ase.
With that, Rovi, let's go on with the show and start our first day by seeking God's glorious words.
Let's get into devotion through this passage.
Keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Hebrews 13:1.
Wow, Rovi. That indeed gives us motivation to look into the broader aspects of life and how every other person is to be held as a brother and a sister in this world, a small place, right, to live in. With that, let's go ahead with the day with a positive thought.
It makes a big difference in your life when you stay positive. Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, it really means a lot because if we stay positive, it brings a lot of difference. So, Ellen DeGeneres pra bhalwa janai diya nishna ekta bhal positive thought apne sabke janai diya se.
It's a good thought to start our day with,
Yes.
right, Rovi? But with that, let's get into some serious business and let's see what are the top headlines doing the rounds at the moment. The victim families and villagers of voting in Nagaland's Mon district on Sunday clarified that they would not accept compensation until the army personnel involved in the killing of 14 civilians are arrested and AFSPA is repealed.
Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is scheduled to launch a national helpline against atrocides on December 13th. The aim is to ensure proper implementation of SC and ST Prevention of Atrocides POA Act 1989.
Mobile phone of the person who had videographed the helicopter that crashed near Kannur, leading to the death of Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat and 12 others has been sent for forensic examination.
Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Saturday asked opposition to rule state government to rethink on withdrawal of general consent to Central Bureau of Investigation to investigate cases.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two-day Varanasi visit begins today to inaugurate Kasi Vishwanath Dham. From massive mural depicting art and cultural heritage of Benares to illumination of several buildings near Kasi Vishwanath temple site, Varanasi is all decked up to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Well, Rovi, we now know the headlines and we know that the state of Nagaland is still in a state of mourning and has not overcome the fact that took place, the entire incident of December 4th and 5th. With that, we will now move on to our top dailies where we will be learning more about the state's reaction to the given situation in the state of Nagaland.
So with these, I would like to start with one of my favorite paper, that is The Power of Truth, Morang Express. So the first headline, Moy Luato, is will not receive an ex gratia until justice prevails, Otting Village Council clarified. That is Otting Village Council, OVC bra, ekta statement dishe ki takhant Sarkar pra state sarkar pra central government pra paisa dia to tahan nulubo until and unless tahan kun 21 para special forces kan pra tahan na baba bhai bacha ke murai dishe December 4-5 la hatsate itu opor de tahan nulubo or until and unless. The second point is that AFSPA Act 1958 nahata tak tahan ju paisa to sarkar pra state pa dia to nulubo ko kini the jane this. So I should read it now. So The Otting Village Council, obviously on December 12, stated that the council and victims' families will not receive any ex gratia payment from the state government until and unless the culprits of 21 para commandos of the Indian Armed Forces are brought to justice before the Civil Court of Law. And the Armed Forces Special Power of AFSPA 1958 is repealed from the entire northeast region of India. Agere muj janai dia nishna itu parto amibra agere explain kodishi. So in the clarification issue in the backdrop of the photo circulating in the social media regarding the issues, the OTC stated that on December 5, when people of Otting were busy facing and struggling with a crucial period of time with post-mortem cognac unit meeting funeral arrangement, receiving guests, etc., an envelope containing an amount of rupees 18,30,000 was brought before the OTC by its minister and deputy commissioner Mont. The OVC assumed the money to be a token of love and gift from the minister Paiwang Konyak, who represented the 41 Tizit Assembly constituency in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. However, learning that it was an advance payment or installment of the state government for the victim family and injured person, the OVC has decided not to accept it. So, I'll explain ko 41 Tizit Assembly constituency in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly te represent Gram Minister, that is Paiwang Konyak. Taipra itade itu ministry khan pra 18,30,000 busti manuke khandant manuke manu murija khandan ke aru injured manuke puisa 18,30,000 dia to itu puisa dia to tahan bhabishe itu to December 5 la din te kita tahan funeral service karne tayari kuri thakishe itu kura tamte tahan bishi crucial period thaka tamte bi inia tayari ja tamte to puisa ani ne dia tamnu tahan bhabishe ki itu to ekta morom dikha laga puisa pali motot kru parala that particular day December 4 or 5 la dia la bhabigine tahan accept kurishe, but then tahan piche realize hoise ki itu to ekta ex gratia ekta installment hisab te hoise. So we know that mohan ke janaishi ki 11 lakhs dibo 5 lakhs dibo koine state sarkar central sarkar pra dibula ase koine ami han pola tv news te ami declare kori dia nishna tahan bhabishe itu paisa to tahan ke morom pra di ase. It's not an ex gratia, but then after realizing that money is for their person tahan murija manula nambra itu kundu compensation dibo gushi itu ase ko pra OVC, that is Otting Village Council pra mana kurishto OVC la under sob manu have bacha pra lekine bura pa lekine sob manu aha pra tahan pra koshi itu compensation sarkar ba di thaka to nolowo koshi kile koshi kule to tahan nolowo la karan to duita ase agere kwa nishna ekta to ase tahan la 21 para special forces kamba kunba December 4-5 te tade 14th konyak bhai hange moraise tahan ke nodhura tok tahan ke lola under the nanya tok tahan utu nolowo koshi. And then the second point is that until and unless the AFSPA Act 1958 nahata tak tahan nolowo ko kine tahan jua kali itu tahan ma declare kurishi kone itu ase. So yeah,
like I would like to also add to the fact that the amount was 18,30,000. Now that was an installment that was put forward by the council to the village council by the minister and deputy commissioner of Mon. So that was a step taken by the deputy commissioner of Mon, but the fact that they demean the entire process by only making it a installment procedure, which is not how the justice or how the people are expecting the gratia to come or follow up with. So that is a complete wrong move on the part of the administration, something that the people of Otting or even the village council of Otting was not expecting. In fact, they were expecting it as a token of love or as out of the fact that sympathy, a way of empathizing with the fact that yes, we have lost our brothers and yes, we would like to mourn their death, but rather than that, they in fact went on to making it a political issue, sensitizing the entire issue, I would say, and only putting it as installment. I mean, are you giving installments for the lives that you have taken? Is that how we're seeking justice now, or is that how we are moving ahead with the entire idea of seeking justice at all? So that was a very wrong step.
The word installment, that's a problem. Just like Amit Shah, he said in the parliament, the winter session, there is a mistaken identity. So with it one small word changes everything. So I also, if I were there in the place of that Otting village, I would have Definitely,
It is a disrespect.
Yeah, it's
we cannot deny the fact that it's a disrespect.
Yes. So with that, I would like my second headline is Tikir Tribal Council on YTC invitation. So Amihan Jana Nishna, Amikhan Tate Jua Kalite to Tikir to YTC, that is Yumkum Tribe Council Khan Pratahan Pra Tikir Jatike Nyota Dignet Tahan to tribal bodies Khan La Oporde, status Khan La Oporde, Kotha meeting Tarakio Kotamatanga invitation there though. Yete Tikir Tribe Khan Pra invitation to deny Kurdish. Ita Amihan Janiwo Ki Kan deny Kurdish. So the Tikir Tribal Council, which is known as TTC, the apex body of the Tikir Public Organization, on December 12 informed December 12 is Jokali that its inability to attend a meeting called by Yumkum Tribe Council YTC on December 15. In a press release, the TTC said that taking into consideration the Tikir general public interest and consensus that till the recognition of the Tikir tribe by the government of Nagaland, no sort of meeting, whether to work out modality or any other etc. shall not be held between the TTC and YTC. So in short, yete tahan pra bhalba kuidishe until and unless Tikir tribe is considered as a particular tribe, ekta tribe considered nukratok, tahan government ba huwi, alak manu ba huwi, ki ba huwi tahan meeting, kila meeting nole batchit khando tahan swekar nukrok. So their demands is tahan la rights thakado tahan Tikir tribe to ekta community, ekta tribe banaule la oporda se itu nishna itu nukratok tahan ku invitation can be namani wo kine ite janai dia short pra. So moi the third headlines puro thakato. We will fight till our grave to seek justice. They have not died in vain. So we will in no circumstances give up our fight. Even though we're in our sick bed and in our dead grave, we will rise up and demand for justice till the culprits are punished as per the law. This was strong message put across by the Eastern Nagaland Legislature Union ENLU during a tribute in memoriam of the fallen Konyak brothers, lest we forget, organized by the Konyak Union Kohima KUK. To Amihan Jana Nishna December 12th KUK this one. KUK is Konyak Union Kohimahan Bra Juakali tahan ekta meeting type te rakhya to opor andolan type meeting type te rakhatam de kishim organization kan berbi aigine tahan ba kushe ki tahan to until and unless the culprits are punished tahan punish nukuratok tahan to tahan laka silent protest hubi call protest hubi tahan ki pra tahan ta mang kure se sarkar ke tahan itu to fulfill nukratok tahan fight kurokshe, and I support that because until and unless someone to ekta change nanyatok mohala life to change nanyatok, this kind of incident will happen in the near future. So I totally agree with that. So a quick 2 minutes time 1 minute time lilo more quick, that is COVID-19 la alop jankari di diwa Nagaland de itia 4 fresh infection for fresh nutun infection hoise aro 3ta recoveries hoikina ase etu to 4ta nutun infection hoise kalla majote aro 3ta recovery hoise. With that Nagaland COVID update to moi mula colleagues Kargi pura hi bhalba janai dibo kone.
Thank you so much, Rovi, for passing it to me. The daily that I will be reviewing at the moment is Eastern Mirror. Before we go on to COVID, Rovi, I would actually like to pull the limelight to another top story that I feel demands more attention than the COVID situation at the moment. Konyak Union demands site in Mon for voting monolith. So we know that the state is still grabbed about the fact of what happened on the night of 4th of December and 5th of December. The state is not over about the fact that the entirely horrific incident that took place on the 4th and 5th of December. And with that, the Konyak Union demands a site in Mon for voting monolith for their Konyak brothers who they lost in the entire process, the civilians who they lost. Well, this is a demand that I would personally support, and I would personally, seek that this takes place, because this is one way or another we can pay our respects to the brothers who lost their lives, in the most unknowing manner or in the most unexpected manner. Here, a site named to be as Genocide Park is to be in mark of those 14 lives is demanded by the Konyak Union. The same day, in fact, 4th and 5th of December, as we know, have been marked as Black Sunday, and this union has added that it has already marked it as a Black Sunday, and now it is going ahead and demanding a monolith for all the lives that were lost. It reiterated that if the demand for allocation of the site is not met at the earliest, then the Konyak will be compelled to take extreme course of action. Now, the union has in fact demanded that the demand that they have put forward must be fulfilled at the earliest, or else they will have to go and take the course of extreme action. We don't want that to happen, and we have already seen a lot of outrage in the state. It is best that the basic demand that the union has put forward must be met, and that the administration realizes that after all the horrific trajectory of incidents that has taken place, giving a small place in the name of a monolith for that has been termed as a genocide park by the Konyak Union that they have been demanding is not much to give forward to, and this is a very basic thing that they are asking forward for. With that, we will now like to go on to the next story, which I will show our viewers, is the Mon killings, another candlelight service held in Kohima. Well, people are deeply mourning, and the state, even though the festivities are coming near and the state is seeing an upsurge of, the state is in the was in the mood, I would say, not is in the mood, was in the mood of festivities. Now the state is mourning, and yet another candlelight service was held yesterday at Old MLA Hostel in this capital of the state, Kohima. So in the evening hours of Sunday, there was a candlelight service that was held as a tribute for the civilians, of course. The tribute was held where the security forces who decided on mishandling or misusing their power and taking the lives of the civilian, I would say. Speaking at the event, V. Kasiho Sangtam, Minister for Soil and Water Conservation, Geology and Mining, while sharing grief and sorrow on behalf of the Eastern Nagaland Legislators Union to the deported Oting brothers, condemned the gruesome act meted out to the civilians who were innocent and had nothing wrong in the eye of the law. Well, right now the draconian AFSPA is the center of the debate, and the only thing that the people are demanding is that the AFSPA be repealed. If not, then we can see that these kind of acts would only become a vicious cycle. This is something that if we don't demand and if we don't attack the government to repeal at the moment, then this will not stop. It is not today. We have discussed this before also. It is not today. It has been an issue that has been ongoing in the state, in fact in the northeast, for long enough now. It is about time that the government realize that it is civilians who are being targeted for no exact reason, and the civilians lose most of their lives rather than the actual culprits or the terrorists or the reason why this formation of the act was done at all. It is rather for the civilians than for the main culprits, I would say. So the repealing of the AFSPA is the main debate, and we would be demanding for the repeal of the AFSPA so that this kind of attack by paramilitary forces is not meted out and no civilian has to lose their life in the same circumstances like they had to on the night of 4th and 5th of December. With that, I know that the state is mourning and there is enough news to be talked about. I would now go on to the next story, which Rovi had left over for me, which was that the state has reported 4 new COVID cases. Well, yes, Nagaland recorded a single rise of 4 new fresh COVID cases on Sunday, taking the total tally to 32,155, and the active caseload now stands as 102. Well, viewers, I would like to tell you that the central government is really worried about certain 9 states and 1 union territories, specifically, if I have to say, that these states are recording alarming rise. Even if it's a 4 case number, Rovi, it is a rise, and the fact that Omicron is spreading very fast. It is spreading very fast, and right now the tally of Omicron stands at 38. According to WHO, it could be a big concern for not just our country, but for the worldwide space, given the fact that Omicron, in fact, has the ability to reduce the effectiveness of vaccines. Now, for those who are not vaccinated, it gets even worse, and we know that Nagaland is standing at a very crucial junction of vaccination rate, and we want our viewers to realize that the situation is not getting any better, pandemic is not over, and the lives are at stake. So it is better if you get inoculated with the vaccine, and if you are not, then you need to understand the gravity of the situation that the state is facing at the moment. The state has reported 4 new COVID cases, but the overall tally of COVID cases does not matter as long as the state continues to see an uprise. I mean, with the active case load, which is only standing at 102, it may not be as serious as it looks at the moment, but it could be a spike at any moment, and we want our viewers to be very cautious about the fact. The state's cumulative recoveries have increased to 30,287, with 3 more patients recovering in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate is there, but that does not mean that we become any less cautious or any less, we become, we let go of the fact that the variants and the virus is gone. So with that, I would only urge our viewers to become more take care of themselves and to realize that the virus has not left us, and it is only getting, the mutations are only getting severe every passing day. Now let's end this segment and move on to our next segment. Rovi?
Yes.
Let's go to your favorite section. That would be the facts of the day, where at the end of it, I will ask Rovi a fact.
Yeah, and actually, like the fact of the why I love the fact of the day is because it's always
good. It's always helpful.
Good, yeah.
So at the end of the section, viewers, I'm going to ask Rovi to state a fact. Let's go to this section.
Indian Parliament was attacked by terrorists on December 13, 2001. Saddam Hussein, former Iraqi president, was captured on December 13, 2003. World Violin Day is celebrated on December 13.
Rovi,
yes.
Fact of the day.
So World Violin Day is celebrated on December 13. And maybe apne ki hudiwa mun sek ta na Indian Parliament to kitia attack hoise.
Aji hoise.
Aji hoise kita ki year te.
Oh, year.
It's 2001. Remember?
Well, Rovi did her facts right.
Yeah. Okay.
With that, you said World Violin Day is today, right? Yeah. Have you ever played any instrument, Rovi? Do you like playing any instruments?
Yeah, I bacha tha khatam take by try kuchli Casio, but then the distance from my home and from that institution was very far, so I couldn't travel there. So adha bhai chhadishe, but then I don't know how to sing, I don't know how to use any kind of instrument.
But that's you know how to enjoy music, right?
Yes, I really
With that,
like,
let's go on to our next segment where we will be enjoying a beautiful melody.
I come over and rent this dark place, attempting my soul in a trance, my friend. You've been a mess, I hear, but if you're my last, don't turn into my Should I listen to my heart or take a chance in my cards? Isolated in my room with bitter thoughts of you, but I'll wait. When this is over, I'll say, my friend, can I come over and rent this place, attempting my soul in a trance, my friend. You've been a mess, I hear, but if you're my last, don't turn into my past.
Rovi, listening about dumplings, I feel like eating dumplings now.
Yes, of
I know,
course.
right?
And I request all the viewers of Nagaland that Mohant Gana to hodai huni ase, and we are repeating the song also. But then I request you all to send your melody song bhal bhal gana kuri kine Mohan la emailed or Mohan la WhatsApp number de send kuri kine apne hanke binti kuri ase.
I mean, we always appreciate good art and good creation.
Yes.
So why not, show it to the whole of state, the whole of Nagaland by
Yes.
showcasing your work in our platform. No better place than this. I would personally request everyone to send your work to us so that we can exhibit and also enjoy it at the same point of time. Now it is about time that we take your leave, but it is the start of the week and we would like to give you the weather updates so that you can go ahead with your day and also start your week in a bright note. With that, this is Gargiteka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV and take care, viewers.
Sabon ke bhal din la salam. Rovinya Lama signing off.